Hello, everyone, and welcome. So if you feel drawn to this reading, then there's a message here for you. My name is Bridget, and we're going to get started. So I've already pulled some cards, and the messages are just coming through really strongly. So there's something that you're actually meant to start to take action on now. It's something that you may have been really thinking about in your head for a long time, rehearsing it, contemplating, thinking what would happen if I did this? What would happen if I just started? What would happen if I put myself out there differently? What would happen if I just messaged this person and, went for it? There's some kind of something that is ready actually now to manifest in your life. Some condition has finally changed, especially if you're seeing this video when I put it out. I'm seeing July is a really important time for you to actually start to take action. But whenever you receive this message, it's divine, and it's probably in the month following you receiving this message, there's a real divine timing, like a push from the universe to say, the time is now, there's an opening, and Spirit wants you to just begin. Like Spirit just wants you to begin and to just start to take action. Because as you take action, there's going to be things within you that shift and change and that make this feel more possible. Because I'm getting that there might have been some kind of paralysis or some kind of thing that's been blocking you. Could be energy levels, health, or just in your own mind, like your mindset blocking you from realizing that you actually are good enough. Okay, you are good enough to start this now. You're good enough to get started. Spirit saying, be bold and make the first move. Like, it is time. There's something that you have been waiting to take action on. Maybe because you're like, well, I'm waiting to feel better. I'm waiting to have better, something. Like, I'm waiting to be better. I'm waiting to something you're just waiting for it to improve. And Spirit saying, just go for it now. And you're not going to regret it. And I'm kind of seeing, like, we have the Libra card, new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. So for some of you, this could be about taking a chance with love. But I feel more generally, though, this is talking about the scales of justice, okay? Back of the deck, on my tarot deck, we have justice. This is about the scales of justice with the Libra, where there's like a new cycle that is wanting to come through. It's ready to come through, but you still have to do a little bit to align to it. Like, there's still something that you need to yourself take the action and align with it so that you can kind of be there to meet this energy, because it's there waiting for you, like it's ready for you. And there's something where it's like, I've got the moon card here as well. I just pulled a bunch of cards and then the messages just like flooded. So I'm going to try and show you them as it becomes relevant as I bring it up. The moon, it's like there's something where you might not see clearly until you start to take action on this, or until you start to just slowly, quietly in your own heart say yes, okay? Say yes to it. I'm hearing like say yes to it and begin working on it, or begin taking action, begin taking steps. You don't have to be perfect. That's what Spirit wants you to know as well. It's like you are actually already enough. You don't have to be perfect in order to begin. There has been an intuitive thing, like you have not been wrong in waiting to take action. It's not that it's been wrong, it's just that now it's time. It's just that now it's time, and Spirit doesn't want you to project the past onto the present and think, well, I'm still in my waiting phase. I'm still waiting. It's like, no, you're not. It's time to take action. Where we got be bold and make the first move. Spirit saying, it's your turn. It's your turn, and then you'll be met there by Spirit. This is a great opportunity. It could be, I'm feeling a lot of energy here for career, or like putting yourself out there in some way. But it could also equally be something to do with relationships, and maybe it's time for you to start opening to friendships again, or opening to love in some way. Putting yourself out there in this kind of way that may have felt too vulnerable recently. It might have felt like you were, again, waiting for something to shift or to click. And I'm kind of getting that the waiting might be a bit of a trap. Like, it's like, don't keep waiting to take action. Just take action, because as you do, the answers you need will come. Like, as you do, clarity will come to you. As you do, you will see, oh, actually, you'll have like a reframe in your mind, and you'll see, you know what, actually, I am already good enough. Like, you're going to have a recognition that you don't need to keep waiting, because with the moon, it talks about things that we can't see. It talks about things that we may not have been able to see, or that we can't even necessarily see as we are working on something. So it's like Spirit saying there's such a great opportunity here with the Justice card, and then with this Libra energy, the scales of justice. It's like luck is on your side here. Okay, the justice is in your favor. Like, you taking action in the next month, being bolder, making the first move in this sort of time period when you're receiving this message, like just starting. And maybe it begins in your mind, okay? Because the first card I got was the Four of Swords. You've been in a contemplative energy for a long time. You've been maybe in a rest period or a cocoon phase, like more of a hermit period. And you might have thought that this would just continue indefinitely. Or maybe you thought that like someone else was going to come and like pull you out of this phase. But Spirit's saying like you kind of need to be the one to be bold and to make the first move and to kind of pull yourself out of this Four of Swords energy, which is about rest, contemplation, meditation, going inwards, maybe being more tired, focusing more on your dream world, which is, like I said, an important thing that you've been going through, but it's like the energy is shifting and Spirit's kind of like been trying to get your attention. And I feel with the moon, it's like there hasn't been so much, like it's been hard for Spirit to really get through to you. And it might be that this is because it's a risk. Okay, with people to make the first move, it can be a risk. Like you might feel like it's a risk to take action in this way or a risk to change your life in this way. But Spirit's saying the risk will pay off because what you can't see with the moon is that you are good enough. You're good enough to pull this off. You're good enough to be successful. You're good enough to, I don't know, have something go in your favor. Because I'm feeling like for you, maybe you've tried in the past to get something off the ground, to put yourself out there. And it's sort of like you tried and then it was just like really draining with the Four of Swords. It might have been really draining because you're like, oh, I've tried, but it wasn't the right time. Or I tried, but I couldn't get it done. Or I tried writing this book, but I couldn't get anything out. Or I tried to make a friend, but the old cycle just repeated. Or I tried to date, but I couldn't find anyone I liked. And Spirit's saying like that was then, this is now kind of thing. Like we need to make distinctions about how energies can shift. And I feel there's a little bit like almost like a block in your third eye to really seeing yourself and like seeing what's available to you because you are good enough, okay? Right now in this moment, you have done a huge amount of healing work to get to this point where it's time to start to put the wheels into motion. It's time to start moving your life in a new direction, but it's like you have to be the one to begin it. You have to be the one to take that risk, to take that chance, and to just begin. Start where you are. Is that Pema Chodron, I think, wrote that book. It's like, start where you are. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It doesn't matter if you don't have all the equipment. It doesn't matter if you don't have all of the, I don't know, things that you thought you were going to have when you were starting this. Like, I feel like there might be perfectionism here as a shadow energy, where maybe you were thinking like, oh, but I have to be perfect before I can start. Or I have to be perfect before I can, I don't know, date again or do this thing again. And Spirit saying, actually, the reframe here is that you are already enough. You are already enough. You are good enough. And you're going to have yourself, like you're going to have that reflected to you by the universe. Like Spirit isn't setting you up to fail. Trust and believe when this card shows up, be bold and make the first move. Spirit has your back. Okay. Whenever this card has shown up in my personal life, it always ended well. It always ended well. Even when I had so much fear or so much like anxiety about taking a risk or making a move or taking a chance on something, whenever I finally did it, I was like, why didn't I just do this earlier? That was the only thing that I was left with after having this card come out and making this sort of change in my life was like, wait, why didn't I just do this earlier? Why did I wait 6 months to change? It's like, I could have just done it earlier and saved myself so much suffering. So when this card shows up as well, it also indicates that something in your life, like if you try to hold on to the old, it will just continue to bring suffering. And I feel like there's been a bit of uncertainty. It's like you might have been waiting for the answers and been like, Spirit, I'm waiting for the answers. And Spirit's like trying to give you sign after sign after sign and give you this sign and that sign. And you're like, well, I'm just here waiting for the answers. And Spirit's like, I've given you the answer. It's just that there's like, yeah, the block has been thinking that you're not enough, thinking that you're not good enough or that you won't succeed in some way or that, well, I tried before and I failed, so I'm not going to try again. And Spirit's saying like, things are different now. Have faith because what you can't see is actually such a positive thing. So yeah, trust when this card comes out, it's legit. Like there's a reason Spirit is telling you to be bold and make the first move because there's also like some kind of a timing thing at play where it's like Spirit wants you to be in the right place at the right time doing the right thing so that you can meet someone, so that you can have this success in your career, so that you can get to the next level, so that you can, I don't know, whatever it might be, like be ready on that computer to type down the downloads of this new book that you're meant to write, like that kind of thing, like be in alignment, open yourself, be receptive. And with the Four of Swords coming out as well, if you still feel like you're in this contemplative, cocoon, hermit, meditative, restful kind of energy, then use that. Start where you are. Use that to your advantage. Meditate on this more. Try to make yourself as much as possible in the receptive mode. In the receptive mode of being like, you know what? I'm receiving these downloads. I'm receiving this next path. I'm receiving this next vision for my life. And I feel like it's something that you've already been visualizing or it's been in your heart for a long time, or you've thought about it quite a few times. But there's been this block around thinking, oh, I can't start yet because I'm not good enough, or I can't put myself out there because I'm not good enough, or I'm not this enough, or that enough, or whatever. That's been a block, because the truth is that you have been good enough, but there is still timing at play. Like, I don't feel like it was time in the past necessarily. Although for some of you, like I said, you might make the change and then be like, why didn't I just do this earlier? Literally. It might be kind of funny to you, like, why didn't I just do it already? Why didn't I just do it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just didn't do it. But for others of you, it's like there might have literally been red lights and now it's a green. And so it's like, what are you going to do when there's a green light? Are you going to sit there at the traffic lights? Are you going to get beeped by everyone behind you and be like, come on, come on? And it's like, there's just this procession. This is like an order. I'm seeing divine order. Spirit wants you to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. Don't let that overwhelm you, because when this card comes out as well, what I found is that the universe will literally conspire in your favor to help you to make things happen. Is what I mean when I say Spirit doesn't bring this card out for no reason. Spirit isn't just like putting this out there to be like, haha, joke's on you, you've fallen on your face. Like, no. Spirit puts this card out because Spirit has something ready there to catch you. Spirit will have a parachute ready for your trustful, for your leap of faith. There's something that will work out, and it will work out easier than you even thought. It will work out even better than you thought, and even easier than you thought. So take a chance, be brave, start where you are. Even if you're still, like I said, in that cocoon, you're still in that rest, you're still in that period of the Four of Swords, meditation, contemplation. Begin by shifting that energy, shifting that perception. Do a reframe in your mind of like, what if I was already good enough? What would I do? How would I begin? And don't worry if you don't have all the equipment or all the, nice gear or whatever. You're like, oh, I need to have this camera. I need to have this. It's like, just start wherever you can, and it will grow and it will build. And you're going to have this, like, I'm seeing like a lightning as well coming through into your being, like as in a positive way, where you're going to like have this download from Spirit. You're going to be in the right place at the right time. For some of you, it might have already begun, and this is confirmation of like, yes, you will have success this time, where it's like, maybe you tried, like I said, you might have tried to write this book in the past, like just as an example, apply it to your own life. You might have tried to write this book or start this YouTube channel or, I don't know, date in the past, and it's like, it didn't work out and it was draining, and you were like, whatever, I'm going back to bed or whatever. I'm not going to try anymore. But this time it's like, if you just be there in that right place at the right time, that lightning bolt is going to hit you, and it's going to take you off into this new timeline where you're going to be like, channel, right. Or like meet someone that, you have this great bond with, instant connection. The time is now. All right. All right. I'm sending you so much love and light. If you would like to check out my work, please see the links in the description box below. Much love.